All right, guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to approach this repair, because it's either way you replace this whole panel or you do this repair that we're doing right here. Now, my client really want to save as much as possible. Definitely, they don't want to replace this whole panel, so we're doing this repair. So we're going to be using JB Weld for this repair. I'm going to show you step by step how to get this done and get the best results. Now, the first thing we had to do here, we gotta put a hole right at the very beginning and at the very end of the crack. And what this is going to do is going to prevent the crack from spreading even more. So definitely you gotta make sure where this ends, like where is the very end of the crack. So that's where you're gonna put the hole, both holes. So in this situation, we got 2 cracks and we had to put 4 holes. Do not forget the respirator, very important. I'm gonna be using a Milwaukee cutoff tool. In order to create this groove, like, has to be like big or wide enough so I can put the product or the JB Weld compound on it. So that's why I'm doing this, like kind of like making like a little gap that is like wider and deeper enough, because we have to put the product. Now, I highly recommend that you have some type of Dremel or some rotary tool that can do this job so much faster, because you can do it by hand. Maybe you have a file or a knife that you can try to like scrape it, but it's gonna take you so much longer, and it's gonna be much more work. Now, I forgot to mention, but please make sure that you close the door of the bathroom, so all this like little powdery stuff that goes in the air, that doesn't go everywhere in the house. Now, you see here, I create like more holes with the drill bit, so the compound can just penetrate and just go deeper inside. This is why we're gonna be using JB Weld. This is specifically formulated and designed for this specific repair. I really like this. They have this cap that, like, if you don't want to use whatever the amount of product that you're gonna be using, I mean, you don't have to use a whole lot in the very beginning. You have to mix them up everything very good. And then, like, for me, I forgot to masking tape this first, so I was like in a hurry. I went and get the blue tape, painter's blue tape, and immediately before this thing harness, like I said, like I got like really masking tape. That's why you see kind of like sloppy job in there with the masking tape. But if you don't use this masking tape, you will have to do so much more cleanup, and you don't want to do that. Now, make sure that you have some type of spatula, because we gotta apply the product. And after like this thing, it dries, I just give it like, I don't know, I would say like 30 minutes. Or if you have some type of like heat gun, it will be much faster. So this is the first coat. I'm gonna be removing just kind of like roughly everything. You know, this first application was just to push in the product inside and behind the wall, so it will create like a stronger bond. Now, this is the second masking tape that I did, and I did another coat with this product, and I was like, this should be more refined, more clean once I'm using the blade. So here I'm using the heat gun because I want to speed up the process. I cannot just be here all day. I had to do other jobs. So definitely, if you have the proper tools, you can definitely advance and do these so much faster. I guess that's why professional needs to have a specialty tools to get the job done faster and quicker. And now that the product is dry and it's like not fully cured, but it's dry and it's hard enough for me to use the blade and start like scraping and making sure everything is gonna be nice and flush. You know, as you see right there, I just try to like create that groove, making sure that I got in the same angle. I'm using my very sharp and brand new blade. I recommend you have a brand new blade for it. This one works really good. I don't know if you can use a different type of blade, but this one is like, I guess, a multi-purpose blade for your box opener. You can find it at any box store. But don't worry, I will put the links of some of these products in the video description, so you don't have to struggle a whole lot when it comes to get the right products for this. Now, as you see here, I'm just scraping everything like slowly but surely. Take your time. You want this to be as smooth as possible. Now, as you see here, this is the final result. Now, it's not the same color because the bathroom is a little bit older, but I need to probably find a matching paint for it. And all right, guys, for what I see, this product work extremely well if you want to prevent any water from going behind a crack like in your shower, because this is very sensitive area. You definitely want to seal it. So this product is, I'm pretty happy with what I achieved and how fast it was, and how quick I was able to do this repair. Obviously, you require some type of skills on your part to be able to masking tape around the crack area, making sure you do the proper procedure using gloves. And if you're gonna be using some type of like cutting wheel, is gonna have a lot of dust in the air, so you gotta like make sure you close the bathroom, making sure nothing doesn't spread outside the bathroom. use a mask, a respirator, very important for your own safety, and then you should be good to go. Like as you see now, the crack is good. What we try to achieve here was to seal the crack and prevent water from going behind the wall, and that's done. And all right, guys, that's all for today. I will put the links of the product that I use in the video description or in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and if you want to continue watching my content, it's going to be to the left or to the right of the screen. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.